in a new field today. It's a cool day, cool wind, beautiful field. Got Wyndham Abbey in the distance over there. And first find of the morning, looks to be a little hammered. Well, I'll take that back. It's not a hammered, it's a little 3/10. Dates to, looks like 1817. So that should be George III on the front. Well, this time I'm sure it is a hammered coin. Right here, it's half cut, obviously clean cut, so something they did. It's got fair detail on it, so I'm sure that Steve Eldon will be able to ID it for me. I'm certainly not capable of IDing it. I'll take it any day. My brother just dug the handle to a solid silver Tudor spoon. Steve Eldon has told him that it is treasure, so it'll have to go through the Treasure Act. Interesting finds coming out of the field. And a couple of steps further on, here comes another half of a hammered. Doesn't look like the same coin. Looks like I'm in a little spot. Generally don't keep the buttons, but this one's a pretty little button. May even be silver, I'm not real sure. Nice design on it. I'm going to keep it. Hard wind blowing, and I don't think there's any way I can block the wind off the camera the way it's coming in. So I hope what I'm saying can be heard. Fighting the wind and rain is threatening, but up comes a Roman coin. Not sure about this one. I think it's probably bronze. Thought at first it might be a denarius, but I think it's probably bronze, though it does have some silver look on to it. We'll have to find out. Yes, it was a denarius. Right out of this hole here, and there's the vehicle there. I actually had just come in and put on my rain jacket because the weather's pretty threatening looking, so it was worth it. And up comes a little, looks like to me a clog clasp. It is decorated. It appears to be intact, but not in as good a shape as the last one I dug, but still like digging them. Been digging a whole lot of these, just don't video them. They are fairly plentiful over here. Have no idea of the date or king of this particular greenie. It is basically slick. Lots of these come out of the ground here. Well, my next target appears to me to be a silver bead. It's holding both sides, and I do believe it's silver. Don't know when that dates to. And up comes this silver. My guess is this is a love token. Milled silver. I'll look at it closer to make sure it's not a hammered. It's awful thin, but I don't think it is. I can see traces of design on it. Maybe an old sixpence or something like that. I don't know that we'll ever ID it. This is the field of the Fundenhall Tribune. He has been cited twice that has been towed up on the ridge where those hay bales are stacked in the distance, right in that area. Most recently by a farm worker on this property, and previously by the owner of the father of the current owner of the property many years ago. Well, most of the morning's gone and I have not been finding anything except a lot of flat buttons, lead, some greenies, that kind of thing. But right here on the ground is a little bronze Roman coin. So at least something came out for me this morning. And the next item up looks like a little medieval piece of buckle or strap end. I believe it is a strap end just from the looks of it. Don't know when that dates to. Interesting looking little thing anyway. And next up is another little Roman coin. This one's a much smaller coin than the other one. I think it's bigger than a minimum. I don't know what denomination they would call this. But the Roman coins have started coming up for me. Not sure what I've got in this clog of dirt here. The day has picked it up down in this hole. Looks a little like a coin. Could be just a piece of lead. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Moment of truth. It's a coin. Let me clean it off and we'll see what it is. But sticking to it too much, but I'm pretty sure I've got another denarius here. Third one of the trip. That's a record for me. And this is the denarius cleaned up. It is a Nerva denarius. Very pretty coin. Dates from 96 to 98 AD. I'll take it. Well, I honestly don't know what I just dug here. It appears to be bronze. I thought at first it was a brooch. Then I thought it was just the tongue of a belt buckle, but it is decorative. Don't know. Interesting little thing. Okay, I got ID on this. It's a medieval brooch pin. Well, it's been a while since I've dug something. I went in for lunch after I dug the tongue to that medieval brooch, and something was jamming my dais and it took me a little while to get back out in the field. By the time I got back out in the field, my brother had dug a gold Roman ring. Well, I've been swinging the coil for quite a while and finally came up with a little Roman coin. So that's 3 for the day. That's not bad. They still got a couple hours left to go. And up comes Roman coin number 4 for the day. I think it's just a little bronze, and from what I can see, doesn't look like it's got much detail. But it is a Roman coin. I think what I've got here is a rather worn little Roman coin. Very thin. Not 100% on that, but I do believe that's what it is. Well, there's a coin right here on the ground. Looks to me like it's a denarius, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful coin. I do believe that's what I've got. That is a beautiful coin. That makes number 5 denarius to me, for me on this trip. For sure a record. Absolutely gorgeous coin. I'll take that. Okay, so this isn't a denarius, but it's absolutely a gorgeous Roman coin. One of the prettiest I think I've dug. The detail front and back is perfect. Well, there's not a lot of detail on this coin, but there is some, and I can see some traces of writing. It's certainly not in the shape of that last Roman coin that I dug. This is a nice big Roman coin. Got a lot of weight to it. Like I said, there is a little detail. You can see the portrait on the front and some traces of the writing. Really don't see much of anything on the back. Yeah, a few little traces of writing and a design of some sort. Should be able to be ID'd. Okay, I've got some silver here. It looks like, from what I can see, my guess is a Victoria. I need to do some cleaning off. It's going to be a pretty coin, going to have good detail on it. It is a Victoria shilling, dated 1840. So not quite as old as what I'm looking for, but that's certainly a keeper. I'll take that any day. And up comes a little piece of a Roman coin. A little bit of detail on there. You can see the head on it. Not in good condition though. Well, it's pretty near the end of the day. And up pops a hammered. I've been looking for one all day long. Got some Romans, but no hammers until right here. So I'm happy with that. And up comes a smashed silver thimble. At least I think that's silver. Certainly red like silver. We shall see.